Hey everybody, how you doing? Guys, as you jump on, do me a favor, type in your city and your state to let us know where you're tuning in from. This is the Blank Spot, and we are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. And today I came on to talk to you and tell you that sublimation is still alive and kicking. It's still a thing. There's lots of new processes that are going on out there. I can't even begin to name them all. I could try, but it'd probably take a long time with all these new processes to make t-shirts and make garments. But I'm here to tell you that sublimation is still alive, it's still a thing, and it's still popular. There's nothing more exciting for me than to see a great sublimation design and to get it printed, to get it pressed, and to see like a full all over transfer. There's nothing like it to me. Whether it's on a shirt, whether it's on a hoodie, or even a Clack Fan. There's some things that you just can't do without sublimation. So once again, guys, if you jump on, do me a favor, drop that city and state, like the video, share the video, and then we're going to talk about some of the things that we assist our customers with as it pertains to crafting, creating, and specifically sublimation. So you may be new to the platform. This may be your first time. That's why we want to identify you guys as first timers. So drop a number 1 in the comments if it's your first time. Drop a number 2 in the comments if you do sublimation. If you've tried sublimation. If you want to try sublimation, drop a number 2 in the comments. If you do it, if you have tried it, or if you want to try it. Because I'm going to tell you, it can be a little bit intimidating. Going from just taking a transfer and pressing it on a garment to actually knowing the temperatures, knowing the times, knowing the pressures, knowing all the things that make up a great sublimation project or product, it can be intimidating. Once again, sublimation is not going anywhere. And there's just some things that just look better with sublimation. I'm not here to talk negatively about any other t-shirt process. I know there's probably some t-shirt vendors out there, some suppliers out there who are supplying transfers, and they're probably saying, hey, well, my process is the best. I think every process has its own purpose, right? I think every process has its own purpose. If I'm looking for full color, on a solid color shirt, a t-shirt that's maybe black or something like that, because a lot of people prefer black, then of course I'm not going to use sublimation. I'm not. There's some people who are going to use certain applications to apply that sublimation transfer to that dark shirt, but I'm not going to do that. I may use a different transfer, right? I'm definitely going to use a different transfer process. But when it comes to turning a white 100% polyester shirt from a plain canvas to a specific project, making it come alive, that's where sublimation comes in. And there's no better way to do that on a white, I would say a white background or white canvas than sublimation. What is sublimation? Sublimation is an ink dye process. It takes a sublimation ink, combine it with a sublimation base item, polyester base item, whether it's a shirt, whether it's a cup, it could be a bag, it could be a blanket, it could be anything that has polyester in it or that's polycoated. You take that and you combine the right temperature, the right time, the right pressure, the right ink, the right printer, the right substrate, and the right paper. and you can walk away with a beautiful project. The thing that hurts people, in my opinion, when it pertains to sublimation, the thing that hurts people is that people try to take shortcuts. And shortcuts in sublimation is not going to get you far, because once you press that item, it's on there. That's it. It's over. So if you guys are just joining us, this is the Blank Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina, guys. Drop your city and state if you haven't done so. And then let us know by dropping a number 2 in the comments if you do sublimation, if you want to, or if you have tried it. What are your experiences with sublimation? Did you like it? Do you not like it? I'm not going to judge you, because just like discipline, just like business, just like college, sublimation is not for everybody. It's not. Some people just won't do the work. It's too hard to understand the temperature, the time, the pressure, the substrate, getting the right inks and the right papers, and making sure you're using the right printer. Even as we print and we supply these prints to our customers, even the temperature inside of our warehouse and the humidity, it has to be a certain point, because if not, we're not going to get a good print. So sublimation is not going to be for everybody. Some people are just going to run away from it because it's not as easy as pressing a screen print transfer, or pressing a DTF transfer, or doing some type of vinyl or something like that. It's not as easy as doing a regular transfer. It's not. But let me know, what's your experience in sublimation? What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? So what we do here at the Blank Spot is we sell sublimation blanks and supplies, to include sublimation ink. We have our own line of sublimation paper. It's the Blank Spot sublimation paper. We have heat tape, guys. We have heat tape that does not stain. We have heat gloves, tape dispensers. And then we go into the hardware, because I'm going to skip some things. We have heat presses, tumbler presses. We have hat presses that I haven't even released yet. We have printers, sublimation printers, not the ones that you convert, but these are actual sublimation printers. And then you go back into these transfers. I'm literally printing money right now as we speak. Yesterday was $2 Sublimation Tuesday. And we had a lot of customers take advantage of these $2 sublimation transfers. I am literally printing money right now, because for every transfer that you see that's doubled up, that is $1 for them. They all have to pay is $1 per 2 transfers. So if you got 2 transfers, they got 2 transfers, $2. But we had a lot of customers take advantage of this, and every Tuesday they're taking advantage of it. They're buying more and more transfers. They're buying more and more transfers and investing in their business, because they either, one, don't have a printer, and you don't have to have a printer to do sublimation. All right. Contrary to popular belief, you don't have to have a printer to do sublimation. You just have to have a sublimation print. They don't have a sublimation printer, or their printer has broken and they want to participate, right? So people are taking advantage of this $2 too. The one thing that I've learned as we continue to print and provide this printing service for people who do sublimation, we're learning that people are wanting to jump into the different trends and different fads. Take these fan transfers, for example. Okay? Take these, for example. Not everybody has a large printer. Not everybody's going to have a large printer. And that's where we come in. You can obviously take a class and learn how to splice or panel, however you want to say it, paper together to get your images. And that's going to be mostly the people who are crafting. If you're sold on doing it yourself and you've been convinced that, hey, if I can do everything myself, I can save money, then a lot of people are going to do that. You can panel it yourself. But I want you to think about something. By the time you use X amount of pieces of paper to panel a larger image together, you got to ask yourself, how many pieces of paper have I gone through? How many have I messed up? How many oopsies have I had? See, a lot of people don't understand that by having someone like us to print your items for you, you're saving money and you're saving time. And not only that, we also offer gang sheets. We have 5 different gang sheets on our website. 5. We have a smaller gang sheet that is the 13 by 40 inch gang sheet. We have a 24 by 24 inch gang sheet, a 24 by 60 inch gang sheet, a 44 by 40 inch gang sheet, and we also have a 44 by 60 inch gang sheet. Imagine how many sublimation transfers you can place on that gang sheet. That gang sheet gives you the ability to place as many as you can, position them however you want to. Just make sure they don't overlap, because wherever you send, we print. But it gives you that ability to save money and save time. Imagine how much work your smaller format printer does trying to keep up with the demand, especially if you have something that's gone viral. Maybe you're selling tumblers, 8.5 by 11 sheet paper. That's cool. How long does it take you to print that tumbler design? Well, we can just go ahead and knock it out right here. So we provide that for you, and you can put as many as you want on our gang sheets. So that's one of the basic, I would say basic services that we provide here as far as sublimation. I see a lot of people putting vinyl, or should I say vinyl? Is it vinyl? UV DTF, some types of some vinyls on tumblers. And I'm just going to tell you, you ask yourself, how long is it going to take for that design to eventually wash off? How long is it going to take for it to eventually start to peel? People will tell you that selling you something, they will tell you, hey, this lasts a long time. But what's a long time? Sublimation really lasts a long time. So even though it may be a little bit more difficult to do, it may be a little more pressure to learn how to do it, it will stay with you for a while. And I don't know if you guys know the history of sublimation. Y'all might not be history buffs. That may not concern you. But I want you guys to think about something. I want you to go back to when you were a kid in school. And I want you to go back to where you were taking pictures in school. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember y'all had picture day? And they would come out with all these different things that they would offer you to go back home to try to sell to your parents. And they had these cups. They had these coffee mugs, right? They had these coffee mugs that you could actually get your picture put on there. Y'all remember that? That was sublimation. That's how far it goes back. And for some of you guys who are my age, or maybe even a lot older than me, you can relate to that. Sublimation is not going away. Yeah, you can put other different transfers on different surfaces, and yeah, will it work? Yeah, of course. But what we're offering you is an opportunity to continue to touch a community, to touch a market that is going to last. It's up to you to be creative, though. You got to be creative with what you put on there. Okay, it's not going to be our responsibility to be creative to tell you what to put on there. But you send it, we print it. Imagine how many mug transfers you can get on a gang sheet instead of printing and trying to maintain your printer, trying to keep paper in your printer, trying to keep ink in your printer. I'm not telling you to get rid of your printer. What I'm saying is the large jobs, let somebody like us here at the Blank Spot take care of it. Sublimation is still a thing. Had a couple of conversations with customers talking about these fans, these viral Clack fans, and how they were asking questions like, well, can you put DTF transfers on the fan? You can put anything you want to on your fans. This your fans. Feel free to do what you want. But I want you to think about it. For something like that, that is going to continue to open and close, open and close, open and close, open and close, how long do you think it's going to be before the opening and closing cracks the design? See, the reason why people stay away from sublimation is because they have a hard time with science. But if you don't overthink the process, get involved and take a couple of classes. You can actually go check out our YouTube channel. We've done lots of sublimation projects, and we've explained in detail what we're doing. It can become a lot easier. Putting a decal, and I'm gonna leave it there. Putting a decal on something that's gonna open and close. Think about how much, I don't want to say how much sense it makes, but think about the logic behind it. Okay. The logic behind putting a decal on something that's going to open and close. If you don't plan on opening it and closing it often, then yeah, it's not going to be an issue. But if you plan on doing like a lot of these people and just clacking it and popping it, you're going to pop that decal right off of it. It's going to crack. It's going to peel. It's going to have some damage to it. And now you're going to find yourself trying to replace it. But once it's on there, you're going to have to try to heat it up to remove it. It's a mess. Why not use sublimation for what it was intended to be used for, and the transfers for what it was intended to be used for, and then use the other transfers for what they were intended to be used for? Something to think about. So guys, if you're just jumping on, this is the Blank Spot. Once again, we are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. We specialize in all things sublimation. If you go and check us out, we're going to be having a lot more things on our website pretty soon. We're getting ready for school, so we're going to be boosting up our backpacks in our back to school section. We currently have an array of things on there right now, so you can actually go and shop. We're not just selling transfers. We're not just selling fans. We're not just selling one or two different items. Go check out our website, see what you can see what you can find, see what appeals to you. And then from there, you can find out if you want to shop with us. Now, I'm going to share my website with you. For those of you who are not as of a go-getter and people who don't like to do research on their own, our website is on every platform of our business media. You can go and check it out. If you go to our profile, you can check out our business media, and you can see our website. You can see our website. Once you're there, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to navigate, okay? Don't be afraid to navigate. Check us out. Don't be afraid to navigate. Check us out. There is a search bar on the front page, just like most websites. Search a keyword. Search a keyword. And then that's how you're going to find whatever it is that you're looking for, okay? So just wanted to come on. Has been a while since we've been on because we've been tracing across the country doing vending events. And I got to tell you, that's been fun. That's been really fun. But been a while since we've been on, but I wanted to let you guys know that we are still here. For those of you who won't shop with us unless you see us, just know that we are still here. We're not going anywhere. And we are your favorite sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. So once again, we're coming out of South Carolina. If you order something from us, you can expect to get it shipped per our shipping policy. It may be a little bit earlier, but you can go to the bottom of our website and check out our shipping policy. And that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any questions, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm standing way back from our devices, so I can't see all of the questions. I can see people saying hey and good morning, but I can't see all of the questions. So if you guys have a really serious question, you want to inbox us, you can inbox us. What's going to happen is you're going to go ahead and get a message that says to email us. Okay. But if you're, that's on TikTok and Facebook, also Instagram. But if you have commented on any of our videos, we're going to respond. If you have a question, you can comment on the video. If it's live, we're going to respond to that, and we're going to get your answers to your questions. So thank y'all for jumping on. This is the Blank Spot. Once again, we are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. Our website is www.theblankspot.com. Make sure you go to our business media pages, our TikTok, which is the Blank Spot, Instagram, the Blank Spot, YouTube, which is the Blank Spot, and then our Facebook, which is the Blank Spot TBS. Follow or subscribe, and definitely like and share. Thank y'all for jumping on. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. We'll see everybody at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.